you're new here, I'm Kanitsi, and if you're already watching this channel, welcome back. Today we are going to watch episode 18 of Anime Monster. So in the last episode, Nina and Tenma, they're kind of reunited, but now they are going their own separate ways again. So let's see where this episode leads us. Let's go. Okay.
こんなところで寄り道してねえでとっとと行こうぜ。
Why Hickel decided to go with us anyway? He could have continued living by himself. Went his own way. We are going right back to the moment in the very end of the previous episode where we saw Johann's message that there's actually a monster living in him, and it's also a very interesting moment because we see kind of sunrise behind us. Then I really love this shot because of the wind too. I think I think this shows the wind. It's pretty cool. But yes, sunrise is also kind of like a symbol of them finding some new information, so realizing something very important that's new for them. So it could be kind of like turning a new page in this story. And yeah, the shot of Tenma with kind of wind blowing on this roof is pretty cool. But yeah, I already talked about this idea of separate personalities maybe living in Johann or something like that. I think I even talked about this like before. This message from some other clues. I was also told that there might be some changes in the opening at some point, but I see the characters that we already know, and there's this strange chip in the head or something like that that could be kind of red herring, but could be an important clue to what is going on. And we also talked about the names. So I wonder, do the twins have kind of original names, or is there even such a thing as an original name? You know, like thinking of the previous episodes. The fifth spoonful of sugar. Okay. Oh, so Nina. Kind of gives her information as a weakness. Yeah, that's the arsonist himself. That's all she said. She didn't say about baby. He doesn't know that he's a wanted man. Of course, she wouldn't want to give any information on Dr. Tenma. That's understandable.
あの格好だとこの町で売春でもやろうとしてたんじゃないですかね。違うよ。ドクター天馬だよ。最初トルコ人街の連中はその東洋人をそう呼んでいた。だがいざ連続殺人の容疑者だと言って。
They didn't want to talk anymore, right? Yeah. That actually means that they still kind of do like him, so to say, for the lack of the better word right now, because they didn't want to give any info to the police so they can find him. Oh, she looks so sweet.
っぱりそういう服の方がいい。あんな格好
But he calls her Anna and not Nina, but I don't remember like where was he.
ロッソさん、食事は？
俺は済ませてきた。
Okay, he is adding sugar. Where's the fifth spoon?
うわ、食え。
はい、いただきます。
Damn, the clothes changed her look so much. Why does he add so much? Damn! I love sweet things, but even I don't add that much sugar.
相変わらず
As usual.
5杯入れるんですね。
Should I remember him?
当たり前さ。甘くなっちゃコーヒーなんてうまくねえ。やっと笑ったな。
Since he is calling her Anna and not Nina, she should know him like
やっと笑ったな。
from where. What? Wait.
働きたいって面接に来たのに随分暗い顔だったぜ。砂糖たくさん入れるのがそんなにおかしいか？あんな。
アンナ・リーベルトです。
So that's their first meeting actually?
もちろん採用だ。
She was looking for a job and
みたいな美人が働いてくれたら。
this guy took her in
だからな。
like for a job.
だな。
ただ、
お前
A
さ、
waitress?
もう少し笑った方がいい。せっかくの美人が台無しだぜ。
ありがとうございます。
That's a bit of a strange thing to say, but I think he didn't mean anything bad.
そんなに決まることはない。こんな田舎町のイタリアンレストランだ。忙しいったってたかが。
Yeah, so probably something like a waitress or something like that. So after she already found her actual name after that moment, not when she was super small, she met him somewhere, but no,
俺はここに料理を
just in this time that we didn't know what was going on with her.
下げた皿はカウンターの右側だ。ワインはここで。
Probably decided to find a job when she was on the run to kind of get some money.
注文を書いた伝票はここだ。
ワインはカウンターの上、グラスはこっち。
水はこれ。
Well, I think it's impossible to remember everything right away on your first day.
いらっしゃいませ。
腹減った
He's so shocked.
はじめまして。アンナです。
はじめましてって、おいおい、まさかお前さんこんな店のウェイトレスやるわけじゃないよな。
What's so strange about this?
という意味だ。アンナは今日から間違いなくここのウェイトレスだぞ。
よろしくお願いします。
本当かよ。
Does he think that she should be like a model or something? That's her first day and she already can do this? But what is this for? Why was it needed though? To show off? Is this what she showed to Rosa so he would hire her right away? Oh, maybe it will also bring more customers. Everyone would be like, that's the sweet, cool girl here that is pretty and also can hold a lot of plates.
カルボナーラとボロネー
And then she probably just move on to another place and
お待ちどうさ
so she quit this job. So it was probably a temporary job from the very beginning. There, I don't know some of these smells.
おっさや一体どこでこんな可愛い子引っ掛けたんだい。
引っ掛けたなんて人聞きの悪いこと言うな。
アンナ、俺がこんなとこよりもっといい店連れてってやるよ。今夜どうだい？
こら、大事な看板娘
It's strange though, why did he go to find her after that?
随分と勇ましいこと言ってるぜ。
アンナ、あいつはね、こないだ俺んちのテレビで映画見ながら泣いちまったんだぜ。
And maybe she's also using her name Anna because, like, officially she's known as Nina Fortner, so it's also kind of like. But her documents. Maybe he didn't require documents.
名画座で旅情をやってるよ。ほら。いいよな。フランクフルトは映画館がいっぱいあって、この前テレビでやってたんだ。いやー、泣けて泣けてよ。
He seems like a sweet
あ
man.
るか。そうか。この映画の舞台はイタリアのベネツィアって町なんだ。このベネツィアはイタリア中世の港町で、水の
It doesn't look like they met by accident. Like he came to the station to meet her.
ラグーナっていう型にできた町なんだな。それで町中に運河が走ってる。
Yeah, it would be nice to go there sometime. I've never been there too.
ロストさんは行ったことあるの？
ああ、それとこの映画は音楽がまたいいんだ。テーマになってる曲、多分アンナも一度は聞いたことあるんじゃないかな。
どんな曲？
そうだ。いっそのこと今から見てくか？まだ入れるんじゃないかな。
でも
そうか。今からじゃ遅くなっちまうな。
I'm not sure what to expect. Does
ただいま
おかえり。
あ、私やります。
いいっていいって。
すみません。毎日午後お店休ませてもらって。
so? That's a flashback again. Because she's not still working there. She said like, you're putting so much sugar as before, and so like they didn't see each other for a while.
毎日どこ行ってんだ？ああ、いいんだ。別に休み時間に何しようと勝手だからな。
Yeah, that's also a bit of an intrusive thing to ask.
射撃。
That's when she was learning to use a
ベンケル
gun.
さん射撃場に。
ああ、ベンケルのとこに行ってんのか。あいつはいいやつだ。うん。
Well, this does seem like fun.
ロストさんは
But is she trying to imagine like her brother's face when she's doing that? That's not as fun.
なんてとんでもねえ。あんなもん見ただけで震えが来るぜ。
I don't know. I don't know. Like he does seem sweet, but I guess I'm not trusting anymore. The way he said it, it made me feel like he's lying. Does she remember it on purpose so she would get more fired up? Yeah, I think she does. And it does help, but she hits the body mostly, not the head. And I'm not sure if it's her aim or her resolve. Like, does she actually has to the resolve to shoot him again?
どうぞごゆっくり。
ありがとう。
Does she use sugar? Like after reading a lot of mystery stories, I'm just imagining if a person uses so much sugar, it should be so easy to kind of like poison them in the story. My mind goes to like worst places straight away. Maybe nothing is going to happen. Maybe he is a good guy and everything is going to be fine with him too.
今度はどうかな。
So she's cooking too.
食べてみな。何の味がする？
ニンニクとオリーブオイルとそれにパセリと。
他に入れたものの味が消えちまったろ。
うん。
Ah, so she put too many kind of spices, so to say, and it killed the taste of the pasta itself.
トレーニングだ。
Yeah, it might happen. I really like cooking pasta.
ロッソさん、お風呂どうぞ。おやすみなさい。
Oh, so she's also like, he also gives her a roof over her head. Maybe he lives in this restaurant. So he's watching a movie and crying.
俺の若い頃にこんな映画があったとはな。
I wonder, he couldn't go to a movie when he was small? Is that what he means?
ロッソさん。
Or maybe movies remind him of something.
若い頃は
Ah, he didn't have time. I thought he kind of didn't have money or kind of an opportunity.
あの頃はうまいものいっぱい食ったはずだが、何一つ食ったものの味を覚えてない。砂糖の味もわからなかった。
That's why he puts so much sugar?
どうの味？
To kind of savor it?
俺のこと知ってんだろ？
Maybe that's what's
俺も
unsettling
あんたが出てった
about him. His past, maybe. So he found out that she's Nina Fortner and she disappeared
何者かに殺され、
after her parents were killed.
俺にどうして欲しかったんだ？依頼か？教えて欲しかったのか？
So he was a killer, maybe?
教えてもらおうと。
And she was going to ask him for some advice?
どうして俺のことが分かったんだ？
大学の法学部であなたのことを研究していた教授がいたの。
Like, you know, a killer that gets hired.
昨今ミラノ事件、サバティーニ氏爆殺事件、3件もそれぞれ手口の違う殺人事件で参考人として召喚されたけど、いずれも証拠不十分で不起訴に終わっているわ。でもその教授は
Well, that sounds as my strange feeling.
あなたは間違いなく
Yeah, professional killer.
それも
Like, not because he wanted to kill these people, but because he was paid for this. But is this his... Like, is he still doing it now? Is he kind of retired, just living in a restaurant, stuff like that?
俺が何人殺したと思う？実は俺も覚えてないんだ。まだガキの頃さ。気がついたらそ
So he was kind of...
盗み、恐喝、何でもござれ
I'm
だ。
not
し
sure.
まいには殺
Like
す
took-
ようになってた。
Was taken in by this organization and
こういうう
trained.
まいものが食えたからな。
Maybe he was a poor kid or something like that, and so he kind of didn't have much choice. Yeah, he was happy that he got a roof under his head and everything.
それが仕事だった。
So was there some point when you decided that that's enough?
あの日も同じさ。いつもの通りだった。
So there was this particular day maybe that changed his perspective. Like, it always was something that he was used to. He didn't question it or think about it because that's how he was raised. But when he was already an adult,
真っ昼間の
something clicked in him.
何人目になるか知らないどこかの誰かさんに俺は照準を合わせたんだ。その誰かさんはこういう
With sugar.
そして砂糖を入れ始めた。
5 spoons.
1杯、2杯、3杯、4杯。その5杯目の砂糖を入れ
That's
たところ
when
で
he shot him.
俺がいつも飲んでるコーヒーの味が口の中に広がったんだ。
And he usually drank it without sugar?
誰かさんはそれをうまそうに飲みやがった。
That was the moment for him? The sugar in the coffee?
それで俺は銃を下ろした。
Because he saw this man enjoying life and he thought, when was the last time when I enjoyed life? Was that it?
そんなもんで俺は人を殺せなくなった。なぜ半年の間、俺に殺し方を教えてくれと言い出さなかったの？
Because I saw that you're a very nice, sweet man and I didn't want to remind you of this.
あなたを巻き添えにしてはいけないと思ったから。
She has a huge bag with her, so she's kind of like on the move at the moment.
どうしても行くのか。
それじゃあ。ありがとう、ロッソさん。
人殺しなんて簡単だ。
Maybe he was in mafia.
砂糖の味を忘れればいい。
That was his advice for her to forget the taste of sugar? I think it was a metaphor. Like the sweetness of life, maybe. He's a very interesting character. Yeah, and yeah, as I said, like, I felt some kind of strange darkness in him and how he lied about not kind of firing a gun. But it was answered in a very interesting way. I like it. And it also made Anna emotional because also in like the previous episodes Denma was saying like you should not kill, and now she also met this man who is also saying like I understood that I shouldn't do it anymore. So these things are going to make her even more hesitant. Like when she was hesitant in this shooting range, she had to remember the bad things that happened because of Jochen. So maybe if she forgets the sugar, so all the good things about him, and only remembers of this bitter taste of coffee, that's when she can find her resolve and actually kill him. But I'm not sure, like, would it be a good thing for her character or not? I think this was a mighty interesting episode. I really enjoyed it so much. Like this feeling of uneasiness that came with Mr. Ross and his backstory. It was very interesting and it makes you think a lot. But I think I already stated all my thoughts throughout the episode. I really enjoyed this one, but we'll see how this goes for Anna, for Nina. Maybe in the next episode we are going to go back to Tenma and see how he is doing. But basically, like when they went their separate ways, she actually, I thought like she was on the go, like visiting different places, looking for Jochen, but actually she stayed there for like 6 months. So while Tenma was training, she also was training, but she was just going to the shooting range and training by herself, looks like. She wanted to ask Mr. Ross, but she decided not to because she saw that he is a very sweet man. He is now just trying to like live in this restaurant and all of that. And she decided that hey, he moved on, and maybe I shouldn't drag him back into this world. Maybe I shouldn't drag him into this. And the way he cries when he watches movies, I think, yeah, I was spot on when I said that he couldn't watch them when he was smaller, but also there's this feeling of him. I think actually, like when he was in this mafia, maybe he couldn't actually enjoy life. Like he said, he didn't question what he is doing, he didn't think about it, he was just going through the motions like a robot. But at that moment when he saw this man drinking coffee with sugar and enjoying this, he kind of realized that there are different layers to life and you can actually live it your own way and enjoy it. And that's what I think he sees in the movies too, because they make you feel such a roller coaster of emotions. Everyone is also kind of not always enjoying their lives in movies, but they're kind of living it to the fullest more often than not. The thing that he wasn't able to do. And I think now having this small restaurant and having people like come there and enjoy his food and smile, I think this might be like actually nice new life for him. And I think that's great that he managed to leave this past life behind and move on and create new life for himself. And I think everything that he said to Anna was very wise. And okay, I already talked about the advice he gave to her. So basically now she can shoot, I guess, because she was trained like by herself, and now she has some advice from Ross. But on the other hand, like she has kind of anti-advice that killing is not a good idea. And now we also have this message from Johan that there's a monster inside him. So this also gives you a thought like maybe he can be safe, maybe I can divide my brother that I love from the monster that is living inside of him. So that's a very difficult dilemma. So yeah, this episode I think was very thought inducing for this series. So share your thoughts in the comments down below without spoilers, of course. That would be it for today. Thank you for watching and see ya.